everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janet and I have lost over 100 pounds following the ketogenic diet. On my channel you will find a variety of things including keto recipes, what I eat on keto, and a lot of other informative things. So please consider hitting that red subscribe button. We would love to have you join the family here. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. All right, we are doing it, you guys. We are doing the BBBE challenge. I want to know, pause the video. I want to know how you are doing. How are you coping through all of this? How are your cravings? How is your bloatness? How is your hunger? Tell me everything, how you're feeling during these first few days while being on the challenge. I want to know. There were so many of you that joined in, and also if you weren't doing the BBBE challenge, you were doing other things as far as no dairy or just keeping to the total carbs on keto. Thank you for being such a great support system for me. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it so much that so many of you are joining in. That is true friendship. That is 100% true friendship, that you are joining in a challenge with me and you know, you don't want me to be alone while doing this challenge. Like, that is true friendship and I appreciate it so much. So thank you. Let me know how you are doing. I am feeling amazing, actually amazing. I love the simplicity of this diet, way of eating, whatever you want to call it, challenge. I love that because I am so busy and a lot of you are in the same boat, busy working, etc. And it really takes the guesswork about what I'm gonna have, because on keto, which I love keto, don't get me wrong, but you have to think of a protein, a side, and then maybe another side. You know, your cauliflower bake, you have to prepare and make that. You have to get the green beans and saute those and do everything. And plus I'm making a different meal for Jimmy because he still eats carbs, the potatoes, the macaroni salad, all of those things. So I find that eating this way is so easy, especially since I did my meal plan. I have been following that to a T and it has been great. Such a great resource to follow. Like I have mentioned, I do work from home, but having it meal planned for me and especially prepped makes the world of difference. Obviously, I always rave about that. I know some people aren't planners, but I am definitely type A. I need to have my life planned, let alone my meals. So that has been one change that I've been absolutely loving. Another change is definitely my hunger. I am not hungry until pretty much I prepare my meal and I'm ready to eat. Then I get hungry. But as far as leading up to that, I don't find myself hungry at all. Cravings are zero. I feel that the Boost Relight helps me tremendously. I've said that before in my videos. Ever since I started having the Relight electrolytes, has diminished my craving for pop or soda. I don't have any pop or soda anymore. Now that I started drinking my electrolytes, and now first thing in the morning I'm drinking the Boost, and then my afternoon water just contains electrolytes. I have no desire for anything sweet or a pop in the afternoon or evening or anything like that. That has literally helped me so much with that. So, but yeah, I feel really good. I feel really good. So I have not stepped on the scale. I decided that I'm only going to step on the scale once a week. That's normally what I do anyways. Sometimes I find myself stepping on more than I should. But I thought, you know what, this is going to be not just about the scale. It's going to be about how I'm feeling, especially how I'm feeling. And if things are triggering me, like if I am getting triggered by, you know, going carnivore, doing this challenge and not having the cheese and whatever. But it's not. I feel really good. I do not feel deprived. I don't feel like I'm missing out on cheese, which is weird. I'm not a big dairy person at all except for cheese. That's the only thing that I actually like with dairy. I don't like milk. I'm not a fan of yogurt. I'm not a dairy person. I actually had a severe allergy when I was little and I barely had any dairy. So I think that that has to do with it. But yeah, I feel really, really good. So I am going to be sharing with you, hopefully, if not one day, but 2 days of eating in this video. So I hope you find it interesting, and also you can make sure that I'm sticking to my meal plan. And we will probably be doing another meal prep video, hopefully in the next couple of days in one of my videos, because I do love the whole prepping thing, and it's helped me tremendously. Meal 1 on day 2 is going to be the bacon sandwiches. Now these are just open-faced bacon sandwiches because then it makes me feel like I have more than what I really have. Not that it makes a difference, I can eat as much as I want, but I prefer to have this way. And then I had 1 slice of bacon left over. I think I have 5 slices of bacon here, and then 4 slices of Anita's BBBE bread. I did prep all of this, so I will make sure that I prep the video up in the cards for you to watch all of the prepping that I did for all of the meals that you are seeing. And then since I had some leftover roast, I also have a side of that, and then I put some of the butter mayo on top. The butter mayo tastes so good on beef. I'm telling you, your taste buds change, but just the butter and the little bit of mustard that's in there, it gives really, really good flavor. I quite enjoyed that the other day. And then of course I am having my electrolyte drink, which is still the Boost. It's about half full, I would say, because it is almost 12 o'clock. So this is going to be my meal number 1. Boom, ate it all. It was delicious. It was so good. So I will see you guys at supper time. I am about to eat my second meal. Now, I was really looking forward to this. I haven't tasted it yet, but one thing I will say with the butter mayo is that although it's great on toast and it's really creamy, I leave it on the counter during the day in between my eating window, and then at the end of the night I put it back in the fridge. It's so hard. It does solidify very, very hard, just like the consistency of butter. But I do put it back in the fridge overnight. That's just what I do. But I will say, for the egg salad, it didn't make it creamy. You know how egg salad will go really creamy when you add mayo? This did not. So I'm sure it'll still taste good. Let's have a taste, but it's very crumbly and not so much a creamy texture, if you can kind of see that. But let's give it a taste. I have 3 eggs, 3 slices of bacon. I probably have a tablespoon or 2 of the butter mayo. I tried adding more, seeing if it would help, but it never did. That is good. The only thing is that it tastes like mayo, like it tastes like you would have egg salad, but the texture just isn't there, which I'm okay with. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. It still tastes exactly the same. It's really, really good. Highly recommend giving this a try. It is delicious. Oh, my water is pretty much all gone. So this was my second water, and I just add the electrolytes with my second water. I probably will fill this up again. Probably just with plain water, honestly, but this is going to be my last meal of the day. I still am feeling really, really good today. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and I will share my meals with you with what I have tomorrow, with what to eat on the BBBE. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's day of eating. We are doing another day of eating, well, on the BBBE challenge. So I feel really good again today. I'm surprised how well I'm doing without my coffee. Like, I'm not a big coffee person, like I had mentioned, but I really do enjoy my cup of coffee like in the morning. But it is so hot. We are in a heat wave still. Like, we have been heat warning for like going on 2 weeks now. It's crazy. So I don't miss it that much. I feel like it's kind of like a winter thing for me in the winter time, where I really enjoy to sit down and have my nice hot coffee. So today I had it's already 11:20, and I've almost finished my Boost, my drink that I have. The Redmond's Relight Boost is what it is. So I put in a scoop and a little bit in my big thermos. It's a 32-ounce thermos of water that I have, and that gives me enough energy for the day. I wake up with natural energy these days, so that is great. But I microwaved my last little bit of bacon, and by little bit I mean like a piece and a half. And I'm just frying up some of my thick sliced bacon. I'm doing, I think it was 2 or 3 slices, 3 slices I believe, or 2, could be 2. And I'm frying up that, and I'm also doing some toast, the BBBE toast. Sorry, it's really dark. I don't have my lights on in here. It's kind of a long story what happened. I don't even know what happened. So yesterday, we noticed that it smelled like skunk. So we live in a real like small area, like there's like 200 people that live in our village, and it's just a little community, right? And we get skunks. That's just what we get here. We don't get raccoons or anything like that. We get skunks. So the other morning, yesterday morning, I woke up, and at 4:30 in the morning, Jimmy was already awake, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like, did the dogs get sprayed by a skunk? Because it smells so bad. And Jimmy's like, no. He's like, Aries barked once and then came right back in. I said, well, the skunk sprayed something, whether it was right by our house or something, but the house reeked like skunk. So I ended up going back to bed, and then I woke up and I literally cleaned the entire house, and I did all of our laundry. I did our bedding because everything smelled like skunk so bad. And today it still smells like skunk. So I have all the windows open, and it's a heat wave once again, but I need to have the windows open because there's no other way that this skunk smell is going to get out of our house. I de-skunked both of our dogs. They didn't really smell like they got skunked, but we always have a bottle of de-skunker that we get from the pet store on hand because it's just so common. Aries got sprayed really, really bad about 4 or 5 years ago. So ever since then, I always have a bottle on hand because we are a half hour out of the city, and it always happens early in the morning, like 4 or 5 a.m., right? So anyways, I have all of my windows open, and like I said, it is like 35 degrees Celsius here, and I don't have the air conditioning on, and I don't have any of the lights on, thinking that maybe that will help like keep kind of cool. And there's no wind. There was no wind yesterday or today. There was no wind whatsoever, and I'm like, of all days, we have no wind. But anyways, that is my little story of what happened yesterday. I don't know, it's crazy. But anyways, let's get into the meal. I will show you what I'm having in just a second. My bacon is all done. Let's see what I'm having for meal number 1. All right, this is going to be my meal number 1. So in total, I have 2 slices, the thick sliced bacon, and 1.5 slices of like normal bacon. And then I have 4 slices, which is all of the rest of my BBBE bread. So I will be doing another meal prep video very, very shortly. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But this is meal number 1. All right, so for supper tonight, I had some ground beef and 2 eggs on top of that. And I only ate probably about 3/4 of it. I couldn't finish it. It was quite a lot actually, but it's also very hot in the house today because I'm still trying to get rid of this skunk smell. Jimmy came home and he said it smells a lot better, so I think we're getting there, but I do have to leave the windows open to air it out, and of course there's still no wind, but I'm thinking by tomorrow it should be good. So that is everything that I ate today. I was not hungry at all today. Like the first meal was really, really good. I ate all of it because I love bacon. And sometimes like meat and eggs, like if it's steak, I love steak. Steak and bacon is probably the easiest part of this whole challenge. Ground beef I like, but I like it with something, like on top of a pizza, or you know, with some low carb spaghetti sauce or something like that. Just to have it by itself wasn't that appealing, I'll be honest. And eggs, I do like eggs. I pretty much eat eggs every day anyway, so that's not a big issue. What I should have had for supper instead of that was either a steak. I have a steak in the freezer that I'll probably take out maybe for tomorrow or the next day. Or I should have had bacon and eggs, because I love bacon and eggs, so, but that's all right. I still feel really good. I'm full. Like I said, I wasn't even that hungry today. But I think it was a successful 2 days of eating, and I remembered to record it, which is amazing. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you give this video a like, and also make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. And we will have a meal prep video coming up soon, as well as a weigh-in check-in. I am so excited to weigh in on a Sunday. So excited. So make sure you stay tuned for that next week as well. Thank you so much, and we will see you in the next video.